gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Watson. It's caught. Cooper. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Pickett to his tight end, Freiermuth, for the Steeler first. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Here's a throw. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Harris running straight ahead. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal. Pickett, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Pickett with a quick throw out wide. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings, because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
On 2nd and 7, Pickett steps away to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, Johnson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He's got a man, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 77 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The York on now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football. Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Pickett lost it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Third and 2, Pickett. And here's Freiermuth again. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Beckham goes in motion left. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Pickett will look to throw it here. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage as a rookie QB. What lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 2nd down and goal. Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now give that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet. Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On 2nd and 12, Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it down by 2 scores. buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege.
And this throw will be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
54.
After the interception, here's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Watson. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
Pickett to throw on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Monte Nicholson picks it. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
A give running right is Chubb. And he's got room. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Watson's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper from 21 yards away. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 27, Pickett. His throw incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Johnson to return it.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. A gain there of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, CD, really the play call was pretty good. I mean, the jet sweep worked up until a very crucial point where he couldn't hold on to the football.
Yeah, I would say that would be the crucial part, right? The ball has to stay in your hands in order for the play to be executed properly and to conclusion.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Pickett backed up into his end zone here.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Monte Nicholson picks it.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And now Watson throws another interception.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a first down throw, Watson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And give him a gain of 37. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL. On first down, it's Watson.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Now it's Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. This record-setting ball game just continues. I mean, we're getting into silly territory here. He is closing in on 400 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
And my goodness, another interception.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Watson. And this is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And now here's another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's caught, Cooper. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. To throw is Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And some room to work. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Pick it now on first down.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Beckham will go in motion right. To try again after the sack. Pickett forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And Watson's going to throw it here.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Browns up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they...
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these doubt me? You can join the journey, you is worth. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gunso. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles. You need to grow. I do what you want, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the long more. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby.